Okay, folks, here we are on 85 northbound, and I just want to show you a couple of things out here, because there's some big problems out here, and if we're not careful, this freeway is pretty much going to become impassable in the next year or so. The problems aren't in this section yet, because we're still south of Stevens Creek, as you can see. But we're in deep trouble here, people. The section we're coming up to here, just north of 280, is literally falling apart. It's just absolutely shocking. And part of it is that there's been no maintenance done on it in the last year or more. It's just an area that is, how to put it, it's being neglected. And it's starting to get a little more bumpy here as we move over towards 280. But this is not bad. I mean, there's no real problem here, aside from the bumps. But then again, I'm in a four-wheel drive, so I feel it more. So, here comes the part that I want you to see. You'll notice over here, it's starting to turn into a little bit more disrepair. I'm going to make a lane change over here. And as soon as we have a surface change up here in a second, you're really going to see the difference. You'll also notice over here is this huge canyon of a groove over here. It's been there for years. I mean, there's even moss growing in it, as you can see. I mean, it's just huge. And it's got to be at least 3 inches across here. You get in there and your car really whips around a lot. And it moves around, you know, across the lane, back and forth quite a bit. So now it's really starting to get pretty bumpy, as you can tell. And we're going to start seeing some serious potholes coming up here real soon. Notice that groove is still over there to my left. I apologize for the camera movement. But there's not a lot I can do about it, unfortunately. Section was completed back when I was a kid, literally. And, well, there's some huge cracks over there to our right, the lane next to us. And those will become potholes very shortly unless they're sealed, but there hasn't been a drop of sealant out here in a long time. Anyways, I was saying, I was a kid when this was completed, and they really haven't done a lot to it since. Look at that over there, it's just disastrous. More potholes, another ones, and you're just counting pothole after pothole here, and it's just really impressive as to how much neglect there has been. Now, I understand, there's a doozy. I understand California's been in financial straits and all, but you can't go 50 yards out here without seeing a pothole. There's another one. Here's another one forming, another one, over here. Those have been sealed long ago. There's a big one over to the right. There's another one. And there are just potholes all over the place. And I mean, to be honest, some of the exit ramps are almost even turning into gravel. I mean, it's just really disturbing to see how much the state has just neglected this freeway. And we've got all kinds of other things we can spend money on for, but good Lord, if you want to get around, you just forget it. There's another doozy coming up. bits of sealant out here. Maybe it looks a little recent, but there ain't a lot of work that's been done out here, you can tell. And there's some big holes over here. It may be a little hard for you. There's a big one. Maybe a little hard for you guys to see, but trust me, it'll become very apparent here in a minute when I start moving off onto Moffett Boulevard. And that area is just destroyed. I mean, it will literally be like gravel within the next year or two. Past a large series of cracks. Here's quite a few more cracks, and these will become potholes unless they're sealed. And they haven't been sealed since at least beginning of rain season, which was months ago. Okay, here we come on Moffett. This is the doozy here, folks. Look at all the cracks here on the left side of the lane. Moffett. Oh, look at this! Holy cow! It's like running over a riverbed or something. Look at more potholes, more potholes. More. So, as you can see, this freeway's just gone to hell. And, you know, I blame the Democrat leadership. They're the ones that are charged with maintaining our infrastructure and making sure it's financed properly. And quite clearly, they haven't done it. They have not done it. So it's time for a change of leadership, obviously. They need to go away. And we need a change of leadership and some people that are going to protect our infrastructure so people can get to work and pay taxes and support all those other programs that those Democrats want, but don't want to fund. Well, they do want to fund them, but it's at the detriment of everything else that is more critical than those programs. All right, thanks for listening, and I'll show you the southbound version later tonight. You're going to love it.